Hello, Warriors for Wellness. We've got not one, but two Reiki masters here. We're going to talk today about what is Reiki and what it's good for. Art, you're also a hypnotherapist.
Correct.
So, in meditation, he could say the ABCs and you'd be in deep meditation. But we're here talking about Reiki. Okay, what is Reiki? Can you answer that question for us, Art?
Reiki is a form of energy healing. And so that energy comes from the universe or the divine. And it's that energy that's like everywhere around us. Most of us have heard a little bit about the quantum physics and that everything is created by energy. And so that energy that's all around us, it connects us all. But we as practitioners have been attuned to allow that energy to flow into our crown chakras and into our bodies. And then we kind of intuitively direct it into a healing mode toward the recipient.
And if my memory serves me correct, the word is channeled that they use. It was channeled by Usui.
Dr. Usui.
Dr. Usui in 1922 in Japan.
Yep.
And so it's gone through a lot of interesting facets since then. But basically it comes down to using our hands to direct the channeled energy through us, using our hands, but we can also send the energy. We don't actually need to be touching our clients
Correct.
In order for them to receive the benefits of it.
Because
that still baffles me. I still get baffled by that.
Well, it's because everything is energy.
Everything is energy.
Everything is energy.
It's
We're all
the
connected.
intention, right?
It's the intention.
Right, like when we touch, the way I think of it is like when you touch a pool of water and it creates ripples. It's like you didn't touch the water over there, but you created just that ripple of sending it out. So that's how I try to wrap my pea brain around it. Okay, what is Reiki good for?
Reiki is good for just about anything that you can think of. Reiki can heal, because Reiki heals spiritually first, then emotionally, mentally, and emotionally, and then physically. So most of our ailments that we have are because we're out of balance. And if you can imagine
dis-ease.
Or,
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Disharmony.
Yes, disharmony. Okay.
So a lot of the stuff that we have going on is because we are out of harmony, out of balance. And acupuncture and acupressure use sort of the same thing. They use the meridians and the chakras to heal physical ailments. But what they're actually doing is putting us back into harmony.
Okay.
The Reiki energy does the same thing. So it heals by balancing our chakras, by balancing the energy within our energy systems, our chakras, and that's creating that healing.
All right. So you said it heals spiritually and then physically, but for someone it could. So that's your experience with it. It could be different for someone else.
That's what they teach in Reiki.
That it's a spiritual healing first in order for, but it could be the person that you're sending the healing to may not be aware of that proportion of it. But because they have arrived on your table and they trust you and they're asking for the healing,
they're open to it.
They're open to it. And
not to mean that they have to go to church regularly. It's just a kind of a spiritual
I don't equate
connection to the divine, with the energy is from the divine or the universe. Whatever you want to call that spirituality.
Okay.
And so in order to be open to the healing, you must be open to that energy.
Okay. So I don't necessarily equate spirituality with going to church, and that's our next point, that Reiki's not a religion.
Not a religion.
But there is spiritual foundations in it.
Correct.
Okay.
I was just in that you are opening yourself and allowing that energy to arrive. To heal. That connection to the divine or your higher self.
Okay.
That's all that's required.
Okay, so did we answer the question, what is Reiki and what is it good for? Oh, I like your example of the story that you tell about your mom as far as what Reiki can do for someone or what they could experience. Can you share
it actually kind of goes along with what we're saying, because this energy is from a divine. It's from that universal energy, and so it has its own conscience.
Okay.
It actually knows it knows us all very intimately, so it knows exactly what we need for healing. So us as a practitioner, that we don't have to go in knowing what's wrong with the person to send the energy. We just send the energy.
Okay.
Case in point, actually my first Reiki session was with my mom right after I was attuned Reiki 1. She had sprained her ankle the day before. I was taught, and I still love to, I start all Reiki sessions at the head first.
At the top of the head. Okay.
And as I'm starting this Reiki session at the head, she blurts out and goes like, "Oh my God, I can feel the tingling in my ankle." So we don't need to actually know where to send the Reiki energy. We just have to, as I say, place your hands on the individual, smile, and let it flow.
And let it flow.
And
Wonderful.
the Reiki has its own intelligence and goes where it needs to go.
Right. And my clients, and I've noticed this lately, people have been coming to me that have had trouble sleeping, and so they report back to me that they had much more restful sleep the nights following the Reiki session. So that's one of the things that I have discovered from Reiki, its ability to help you relax for many days in a row after a treatment.
It feels wonderful when we feel connected
and
balanced
and
harmonized,
and relaxed. Right.
A lot of our issues automatically go away. That's the spiritual healing part of it. So we just begin to feel more balanced
And connected.
more connected.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a good way of describing it. Thank you. Okay, I hope we answered what is Reiki and what is it good for. In our next video, we're going to explain what a typical Reiki session looks like.